Alright, so welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be so different and I am excited. Because of this lockdown, most of us are unable to get what I would call specialty coffee. You know, you can still go to the kopitiam and get your kopi and stuff, but in terms of specialty coffee, it's a struggle because you either have to order from the cafes that you enjoy from, you have to buy from Starbucks, or you can actually make it yourself if you know how. The thing is, most of us are regular folk and we might not know how. So today I'm going to teach you a way to do it. Of course, you require some of these equipment, and it's not just having a kettle and your coffee beans and you're sorted. I'm going to take you through a way where you can omit some of these things that the regular cafe has. So let's get to it. It's just a disclaimer, of course, and I know that real baristas who watch this will cringe in their seats because they're like, oh my god, what is that? You don't get this if you don't do that, blah blah blah. Of course, I know. I was a barista before. I do know. I'm just going to teach our friends who have no clue on what to do, and if they don't want to spend that crazy amount of money, at least they can spend a minimum but still enjoy their coffee fix. And also, to put it out there, this is a very generic pour. It might work extremely well for some sort of beans, it might not do so well with some kind of roast, it really depends. Okay, now that we have done with all the stupid exposition, now let's get to it. First off, you will need a grinder, but you don't need it if you're already ordering grinded beans, and I would recommend that if you want to save that $60 or something. Next off, you have the coffee beans itself, and then you will require a kettle. Best if you have a snout. Is it a snout? Is it called a snout? Or is it a spout? One has a handle, the other has a snout. Spout! Yes, best if you have a spout like this, a gooseneck spout, so that you can control the water flow. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend it, but you still can use your regular kettle, I guess. Next up, you will need the apparatus. I call this apparatus. I'm not really sure what's it called because there's so many different types and so many different names. There's the V60, mine's called the Mountain Dripper. I'll be referring to it as the apparatus in this video. Along with it, you will need the appropriate filter paper. So when you are buying it online, I would recommend for beginners the V60, and then just search what paper goes along with the V60. You should be safe along that lines. So you will need these 5 things to at least get started with your coffee brewing. So to start off, I boil my water the normal way. Is there a non-normal way? No, right? So to start off, I boil my water and it's at 100 degrees Celsius. I don't brew it at that temperature, but I'll let it cool to about 92-93 degrees. And if you don't have a thermometer, just let it sit for about 8 to 10 minutes, it should be fine. Next off, I grind my beans. But of course, if you ordered coffee grinds and you don't have a grinder, you can omit this step. So if you talk about portion, most cafes and baristas use a weighing scale, but obviously I've omitted this because you still can get a very good brew without a weighing scale. Use about 1.5 tablespoons of coffee beans / coffee grinds. Next up, fold your filter paper so that it fits the apparatus. Use the hot water to purge the filter paper. This is to purge all the impurities and whatnot so that you will have a clean brew. Don't forget to pour away your water from the cup. It happened to me before that I started brewing on top of the purged water without me remembering, and it tasted so bad. Now that we're all ready and set, let's get to brewing. So first off, I pour the water up till it covers the surface area, only the surface area of the coffee beans. I'm pouring in a circular motion and I let it sit for about 30 seconds. For the second pour, I pour in a circular motion up to half the level of the apparatus. So for my perimeters is 30 seconds to about 1 minute 5 to 1 minute 10. For my third pour, I get a bit more vigorous with the motion. I pour it till it's almost at the brim, just leaving about 1 centimeter off the brim, and I let it sit from about 1 minute 5 seconds to about 1 minute 45 to 50 seconds. For the fourth pour, I'm just filling it up to back to almost at the brim, 1 centimeter off in a circular motion, and I'm letting it sit for about 1 minute 50 to about 2 minutes 15. And for the last pour, I'm filling it up to almost at the brim once again, this time very gentle, and I'm letting it sit for about 2 minutes 15 to about 2 minutes 45 to 50, depending on the amount of extract you get. Right, so this is a very easy and quick tutorial on how to make your own coffee brew at home. I do recognize that at the end of the day you still have to purchase a couple of things, but of course once you have this skill, you know, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You can just learn and improve on this skill. You just need the basics, and slowly you will get better at it, and you will also learn how to recognize what affects this, doing what takes away acidity, doing what takes away this and that. So with that being said, I hope that this video satisfies your coffee craving and that you can get your coffee fix soon. So that's it for me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.